What's up, people? This was my second leg day from last week. This is on Thursday. This is the Bulgarian split squat day, aka get rich or die trying, aka you're going to hell day. That's the pain you feel. That's the struggle you feel when you do this exercise. I'm being dramatic here, but it's for a reason, because I was cooked for the next 2 days because of this exercise. And also, after I finished doing this exercise on this session, I couldn't breathe for the next 30 minutes at least. So, going to the gym, I felt fatigued, like on a scale from 1 to 10, maybe a 6 or a 7 on the fatigue level. But I warmed up nicely, and here, as the squats went 2 days before this, I'm doing them without the ollie shoes. I'm doing them with the barefoot shoes, which have their cons and their benefits. The con is that you don't have that much stable of a surface. You don't have that hard, flat platform to bounce out of. And also you don't have as much dorsiflexion, meaning it's harder to stay upright, basically. But the good thing about these shoes are that you're almost barefoot and you can really feel your feet dragging into the floor, like your toes snatching the floor for more stability, if that makes sense. But I'm happy with the result. Last time I did the working set weight, which is 30 kilograms per hand. I did that for 2 sets of 6 last week, and 2 weeks before this I did it for 2 sets of 4. And now the goal for this workout was to do it for 2 sets of 8, which I almost got. Now, usually when I do this exercise, my left leg struggles more. At least when I started doing this weight, I was falling off the bench when doing it with my left foot. But this time, my right leg gave out, but you're gonna see that in a bit. The first set was awesome with both legs, but as the sets progressed, as I got more and more fatigued, my grip was actually the limiting factor in this, because my hands got really sweaty. Like, there's a huge difference in terms of the conditioning needed to do 2 more reps on this exercise. 2 more freaking reps, and you're gonna be a lot more cooked than you were last time. So my hands got really sweaty, and my grip failed me. Ultimately, that's what happened. My grip failed me, and the dumbbells kept slipping off my fingers, and I had to struggle a lot more to keep them in my hands, which made my forearms pumped like crazy. Like, I got a sick forearm pump from Bulgarian split squats, which is crazy to say. So next time, the plan is to get the ollie shoes in, maybe. And also, I think I'm gonna use straps this time, because next time I need to do this exercise for 2 sets of 10. Or at least 2 sets of 9, which is gonna be freaking hard. But all in all, first set I did 8 reps pretty nicely with both legs. And then the second set I did 8 reps with my left leg, and I couldn't finish it with my right leg due to loss of balance, loss of stability, coordination, whatever. But this is an awesome exercise, guys. If you guys aren't doing Bulgarian split squats, you're missing out on building those juicy horse legs, and also on the mental factor. Because look, this is the last set. I'm starting to struggle with the stability. Got 1 rep and I fell off the bench. And then I really focused on stability and control, and I managed to get the next 6 reps, which is awesome, This is a lot of weight. This is 60 kilograms in total. So pretty soon I'm gonna start using the bar for this exercise. I just hope that next time when I use the straps, I'm not gonna have the problem that I had with this set. Here it's going pretty nicely. You can see I'm really struggling to keep my balance. First, my left arm is pulling me down. I managed to keep myself up, and then the right hand started pulling me down, and I just couldn't keep my balance, and I fell down on the last rep. Tusk. Slap on the wrist. But I went back and I finished it, you know. That's what matters. The destination doesn't matter, guys. Remember, it doesn't matter if you're gonna get your goal set. Let's say you wanna get 8 reps this workout, but you managed to get 6 or 7 reps. But in the process of doing so, you got absolutely cooked. You cooked your nervous system, you cooked your muscles, everything, and you fought for those reps, you know. That's what matters. You can see I'm freaking exhausted here. Like legit, I couldn't breathe for the next 30 seconds. I don't know what happened. This exercise absolutely destroyed me this time. And the plan was to do Romanian deadlifts afterwards, like heavy Romanian deadlifts with maybe 100 kilos for 10 reps or something like that. But as I said, I was annihilated after that last set on the Bulgarian split squats, and then I just decided to do 2-3 supersets of these back extensions, which this time I decided to do for more reps, and I really felt my hamstrings tearing apart. In a good way, I mean, of course. This is a really sick exercise to finish off the posterior chain, and it gets a lot of blood in there, which is awesome for recovery as well. For example, if your lower back, your glutes are cooked from Tuesday's squat session or Romanian deadlift session, this is gonna help with recovery because you're getting a lot of blood pumping into the posterior chain. And I supersetted the back extension with this ab crunch machine exercise. This is the first time I'm trying this, and it was pretty effective, you know. At least the first set, I felt the first set a lot better than the second set, maybe because on the second set I was already fatigued and couldn't really do the exercise properly. But all in all, I'm very happy with this session. Next time I'm gonna do at least 2 sets of 9 on the Bulgarian split squats. And that was all I had for you today, guys. As always, thank you all for watching. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, baby.